Hello and welcome to another Apex Signals strategy video. In front of you I have the German DAX on a daily chart, the CFD, and in this video I'm going to be talking about an engulfing candle strategy. Very simple strategy. Really, it just takes an engulfing candle, and an engulfing candle, of course, is a candle that swallows the previous candles. Now, this strategy is a little bit more difficult to pull off in Forex because you don't get as many gaps, but in the CFD markets, you certainly can, such as indices, in this case the DAX, or maybe copper or oil or something like that. When you look at this candle, you can see that it was a very bullish candle after an initial drop. It basically swallowed several days ahead of it. Well, this is a very simple strategy in so much as when you see that candle form, at the end of the day, you just buy because it's a positive candle. You can see that we pulled back a little bit, so you put your stop loss at the bottom of that candle. While that looks to be like a very large stop loss, and quite frankly it is, when you look at it in the big scheme of things, you can see exactly what's happened since then. We've gone much higher. We've even gapped twice at the open, which is just more confirmation of bullishness. So at this point in time, if you were to take this trade, you would have gotten in at the close of 10,659, and you would still be in at 12,783 in theory. Now, there are a lot of different ways to exit. Some people will wait for a gap lower on the daily chart. Some people will make, an attempt to wait for an engulfing candle to the downside. Quite frankly, I think the simplest way is just a lower low, and we have certainly not gotten that at this time. So yes, you would still be in this trade. You would have risked quite a bit, but as far as space is concerned, but if you use proper money management, that might have been 1%, maybe 2%, depending on what your strategies involve. And you can see that we have since gone up about 5 or 6 or 7 times that. So you're looking at about maybe gaining 10% for risking 2. Another pseudo engulfing candle happened here, but technically it is not. You have to be careful of that. That's more of an impulsive candle because it did not swallow the bottom of that. But this clearly jumped over 5 candles. So obviously something had changed drastically when that happened. Again, these don't happen all the time. But when they do, they are an indication that something serious is about to happen. You don't want to get too happy with it, but you can see that this candle here would have worked out to the next resistance level. Your stop loss would have been below here. Maybe once you break out, you probably would have taken that one for a break-even trade. But certainly you can see that if you were a shorter time frame trader, that would have worked as well. Because remember, you can employ these daily candles into a shorter term trade. So for example, you could look for a signal on a lower time frame once you get that. This is a bearish engulfing candle, and you can see that we fell pretty significantly. Found a hammer down here, which is a buy signal. Found a gap. A lot of reasons to be out of that trade, given enough time. That should have been a winner as well. This generally works better on daily charts, but you can use it in different time frames. Daily charts tend to be a little bit more reliable just because there's more trading involved to form it.